Oh, all right. What is up, everybody? Good morning. How are you? Uh, Welcome to the first episode of You Want Some Scream with Your Coffee. Figured I'd start doing these morning streams. I know it got delayed, and I will talk about that here in just a little bit. But I'm glad to see that we already got some people in the chat here. I'm gonna go ahead and say hey to everybody that we got already. What's up, Denisha? Uh, Happy Monday morning. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Kyle, get it up. It's a scream, baby. That's right. That's right. Start our days off right, right? I got my coffee ready, getting my day started on the right foot. Valerie, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Uh, let's see here. Kyle, yeah, man. I hated to delay what happened the other day, but I'll tell y'all in just a moment. Before we get started, I'm gonna let some people trickle in here, and before we get started, probably gonna go until about for a little bit over an hour. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how long people stay, and we'll just play it by ear. Hey everyone, yeah. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning. What time is it there? Here it is 10 a.m. Uh, Yeah, thank you, Denisha. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't like a something really bad. I kind of was just. Hey, I'll go ahead and say I'll get it out the way. Um, it was just I got really under the weather, really bad the night before, and I did not get any rest whatsoever. There was a little bit of something going around in my household, and so I didn't want to be on live stream and just look, just feeling horrible. I was really under the weather, y'all. And then on top of it, um, I was thinking about delaying it and starting it on maybe Saturday morning. But Friday, okay, so I went and saw Jurassic World Dominion, and we could talk about that too if y'all want to know a little bit of my review or thoughts on that. But um, started I went to see that movie, and then once we left, uh got on the interstate almost home and realized I did not have my phone on me. So I lost my phone for like a day and a half, and had the whole theater crew trying to search for my phone. They couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. And another showing was about okay, so I turned around on the interstate. I came back and I tried to find my phone. The staff tried to help find my phone, and we couldn't find it. And the movie was about to start, so he said that he was going to contact me after the movie's over and do a thorough search of the theater. So I was like, okay, all right. So I went on home, and the manager never called me, never reached back out to me, anything. I gave him a number that he could reach me on, and my email. Didn't hear anything back from him. So I couldn't just trust them to find my stuff, like something just told me like my phone has to be somewhere in that theater. So me and my daughter, we actually drove up there the next morning and waited till they opened and before the screen started. And we just, I mean, you know, my daughter, she's so great. She went straight to it. She saw it and she grabbed it up, and like we didn't have to search hardly anything. It was like right there underneath the seat. So yeah, I thought somebody maybe, stole my phone or something. So I was like, oh, like I need that phone back. And then I was having issues with Apple trying with my location thing. It just, I don't know. It was a big shit show. So yeah. So that's how my weekend kind of went. And but everything's better now. I recovered my phone. I'm feeling better. And I figured, you know what? Let's just start on Monday. Let's just start fresh. So yeah. So yeah, I'm glad everybody's here. Uh, let's see here, Kyle. Yes, New York City. Oh man, what do y'all think about this? Ghostface takes Manhattan, or New York City. I don't know how much of the city life Ghostface is going to be in, but I actually like this idea. It's a little bit of a, it's a little bit different than what we're used to, And we need something like that, don't you think? Like, I mean, yeah, we've been outside of Woodsboro before with Windsor College and Hollywood, but with it being like a big city, how big of the city is it going to be? Is it going to be just like we're on another college campus and we just kind of like get small segments of like apartment living, or maybe those New York cruisers are coming up because there was a death at this location? Like, are we really going to get the feel of like New York City? Are we really going to get the feel of like them visiting Times Square and seeing big buildings and all this kind of stuff? Or are we going to be more secluded? That's what I'm wondering here. But I'm very excited to see what they can do with that, even though it's kind of bittersweet because all the drama that's going on with Scream right now with Neve Campbell not getting what she deserves. And yeah, I've made videos on it, so I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it. It's been probably on everybody's channel lately. But have y'all seen Matthew Lillard like tweet out that he's very he's backing Neve Campbell, saying it's sexism, and he supports her in this because she's not getting what she deserves. And same thing with Jamie Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy made a whole video on it. So yeah. Denisha, yes, Jurassic World, talk about it. Okay, I'll get it out the way and we'll jump back to Scream. Jurassic World Dominion. Oh man, it was just, the reviews have been kind of mixed. And I went into it thinking that a lot of people that didn't like Fallen Kingdom is kind of bashing on Dominion as well. And so I kind of took that to heart a little, like I took that into consideration. Like, okay, so I didn't think Fallen Kingdom was that bad. Yes, there were some like goofy moments, like with the dinosaur winking and this whole auctioning off dinosaurs at the end. Like, I do like that one dinosaur like in the mansion and they're going around and it's real creepy and stuff like that. I like a lot of those shots. I thought those were really cool and unique. But those other parts where I see some issues with the movie. But so I took that into consideration before I went and saw Dominion. And I have to say that Dominion's not a horrible movie, but it's not a great movie. And it's not a great Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movie either. It's kind of like, this is how we end this. Like, I feel like something's missing, because at the end of Fallen Kingdom, we see that the dinosaurs get let out, and I want to see the downfall. I feel like we jump a little bit, which we do. But I want to see the dinosaurs swarm the whole entire towns and nations, and before they get a little bit of control, that there's a little bit of a panic and there's a lot of crap going on, like a lot of destruction. That's the Jurassic World movie I want to see. And then we could lead into something like Dominion. But I also feel like Dominion should have been like, this should be another sequel, and then there should be something after Dominion. At the end of Dominion, I was like, this can't be it. This can't be the end of this franchise here. They have to come back with something better, because we focus a lot on bugs. I feel like the OG cast is not utilized properly. It was great to see them back on screen, but it was probably, out of the Jurassic World trilogy, it was probably my least favorite one, honestly. I'll watch it again when it comes out or something, but I just don't see myself watching this over and over. It just felt like there was that suspense missing. There wasn't that wonder, that awe feeling. Everything felt like a Disney Jurassic Park movie. That's what it felt like. It felt like it was like a Disney-fied Jurassic Park movie. They played it too safe. There's way too many damn characters, especially on screen at once. It was just kind of like a lot of it was fan service, which is fine, because that's the best part of the movie to me, is the fan service part. But it just doesn't. I feel like I'm just waiting for that wow moment, and it just doesn't happen. It felt like a bunch of flashes on screen just to keep my mind busy. and it just wasn't, there wasn't nothing that really stuck out to me. That I don't know, it was kind of like, I would have not been surprised if Dom Toretto drove up and says, "Get in," and like the Velociraptors are chasing them or something. That's where I felt like it was going to go. I was like, because they're both Universal properties, and they have mentioned before that they could do it if they wanted to, because they own Fast and the Furious and they also own Jurassic Park. So if they really wanted to do that, they could. But I would have not been surprised if that would have happened in this movie. There's parts where it felt like a Tom Cruise movie, like the part where you see Chris Pratt on the motorcycle, and he's ducking and dodging and ramping and all that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, this is right out of a Mission Impossible movie or a 007 movie or something. But that was actually a pretty interesting scene. But there was one scene near the beginning where they go to this like underground, and I'm not going to give away too many spoilers, so don't worry. We're going to go back to Scream in just a minute. So I'm just Denisha asked for this, so I'm going to talk about it. They go to this like underground dinosaur auctioning off, and they also do like some dino fighting, and you have a pilot down there that is one of the main stars of the movie. And I was like, this is Han Solo. This is like a scene right out of Star Wars. What the hell is going on with my Jurassic World movie? So yeah, it was just it was felt like child's play, and not the good child's play. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Let me know what you think. If you have seen it, let me know in the comments. Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think about Jurassic World Dominion. I don't know. It was mediocre at best. And honestly, that can't be the ending. It can't. Especially all the backlash and everything that they're getting on that movie. They have to bring it back and do another one. Because I think the original idea was that this was going to be a part 1, and then there was going to be a part 2, and then they decided to bring it together. So and just make this the ending. So it's not well received. So they're gonna. I'm pretty sure eventually they're gonna reboot it again. And I want to see a post-apocalyptic dinosaur movie. Like, our world is Dino World, and there's only segments of where we can live that's like safe zones, but sometimes we have to wander out for whatever reason, and there's like big cities that have like, destruction, and it's kind of like I Am Legend, like it looks like that, but dinosaurs. That's the dinosaur movie. That's the Jurassic World movie I want to see. What do you guys think about that idea? Valerie, I really like they're taking it to NYC. Me too. I am so glad that they're taking it to the Big Apple. I'm excited about that. I'm curious of what they're gonna do. I mean, because if you really think about it, that's probably how Gail Weathers really gets involved, is because her show is in New York. So I'm really thinking that somewhere at the beginning of the movie, or maybe even the opening scene, something happens on the set of the morning show where Gail Weathers works. Wouldn't it be crazy if like a death scene occurs like on the big screen, at Times Square or something like that? Or maybe it's just broadcasted live and then they put it on the big screen. I don't know. Maybe Ghostface is a hacker now. I don't know. But yeah. Thanks, Marquise. I was wondering if I should wear the glasses or not. Sometimes some YouTubers, they kind of say, no, you need to see the eyes. You can't see their soul or something like that. But then sometimes I'm like, you know what? The glasses work. Y'all can see the chat right there in my glasses. So yeah, what do y'all like? Y'all like it when I wear the glasses or no glasses? Let me know. Because that's what really matters, is what y'all like. I can't see a Times Square Manhattan scene. I'm not getting my hopes up for that. It will definitely be New York, but I doubt they will have the Times Square scenery. Yeah, Kyle, that's what I was thinking, is like, if they do, I don't think if they do a like Times Square scenery scene, I don't think it's going to be anything significant. It might be just the Carpenter sisters reconnecting and going shopping and eating for a day or something, and it just kind of, they're just walking across the street, or it's just in the backdrop or something simple like that, just to give us a feel of where we're at. If they do anything like that, that's what I think. But I don't think we're going to see Ghostface running through the streets of Manhattan or anything like that. Yeah, it would be really cool if they, with the Manhattan scene or something, if they do show some type of I don't know, like Easter egg or something for Jason Takes Manhattan. Just nothing serious, just something fun, for us fans to kind of be like, I get it. Denisha, Ghostface, New York, babe, let go. I love it. New thing, fresh new vibe. Fresh new vibe. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like if they're gonna take a risk, which they are on a lot of different levels, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what we can do. And if this is gonna be the most brutal and the most mean Ghostface ever, let's go balls to the wall and let's do this shit. You're going to need something to make up for the lack of Dewey and the lack of Sydney. So you're going to have to keep us busy. You're going to have to keep our minds occupied and interested since we don't have them in there. It feels like the heart has been ripped out of the franchise now, Marquise, imagine a chase scene through Times Square or a massive killing in the subway. I could see a killing in the subway. I could really see something like that. Like someone misses a subway and they get a phone call or something. Or maybe, they miss an Uber or something, so they try to catch a subway or something. Or maybe Ghostface will actually be on the subway. I don't know. But yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I don't know if there'd be a chase. If there was a chase scene through Times Square, it'd have to be like really late at night. I don't know. It's all, they got to work it all in the budget. That's it. Maybe they have like a what if there's like a ghost face, like a festival going on in New York City, like they do for like the anniversary of the Woodsboro murders or the movie, or maybe there's a new movie coming out that's supposed to be real big. Because that's what I was thinking with that's what I was thinking about. Here, I'm gonna put this back up here before we move on. Whenever I was, think about the whole idea for Scream 5. Okay, the whole idea was Richie and Amber wanted to make their own movie because all the sequels suck. They were making a requel. So if that's what they were trying to do, what if their idea was actually successful? And now what they did in Woodsboro did become the new requel for the Stab franchise. So they were like, all right, we're getting rid of all the Stab sequels. We're gonna retcon everything. This is gonna be a direct sequel to Stab 1 or something. And they got this new requel idea, and that's what the marketing of the new Stab requel all over the place. And the Carpenter sisters are seeing all this marketing going around. It's kind of mess with them psychological, especially Sam. And then you get like a with the Stab requels, like I really think that if they're down in New York and with the Gale Weather Show and with everything going on, maybe they have like some sort of festival, and everyone is or not a festival, let's say convention or something. It's the anniversary of something, so there's like something going on, and there's a bunch of little ghost faces, just running around, like it's like a big party in the streets, it's like a parade or something. And so then we get something similar to like I Know What You Did Last Summer with the Hook guy, whenever Sarah Michelle Gellar was running from him, and all these the festival was going on and everything, and you don't know who is the real Ghostface and who's not, because there's so many around in this festival thing, in this little parade. What do y'all think about that? Like, that would be kind of cool. Like Ghostface is cool again. Like, that would be crazy. But I don't know. I really don't want to. I want to know what's going on with this movie, but I don't want to know too much because we knew everything it felt like about Scream 5. Marquise, I didn't really like Dominion at all, to be honest. My favorite by far was Fallen Kingdom. You like Fallen Kingdom too? Okay. I did too. I don't know why that movie got so much hate. Yeah, there was a couple of bad moments in it, in my opinion, like goofy moments, like the dinosaur winking at the screen. I was like, they shouldn't have done that. But overall, I liked Fallen Kingdom. I thought it was pretty well done. I don't know what all the hate was, but I didn't really like Dominion either, man. I just something felt off. It just didn't feel right. It felt like a Disney movie. Like I said, I think, yeah, I can't say that word on here. Ruin the movie. To be honest, some scripts might. Yeah, yeah. And that one scene that was marketing, it's on YouTube, where they're at the drive-in theater and T-Rex comes and starts, wrecking stuff. Do y'all remember that? It's on YouTube right now, but that wasn't even in the movie. I was like, that's the movie I want to see. So yeah. Let's see, where were we? Looks like y'all are talking together. Mega Giants 89, what is up? Destination Station, Gail Weathers is amazing. Her character arc is the greatest in Scream franchise history. #legend. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you like her. I mean, Gail's great. Gail's great. I don't know if she's the greatest in the Scream franchise. But with Scream 5, I'm really glad to see her more humble. I do like that. She's not as cold-hearted, it didn't feel like. But that's what I'm wondering, where Gil is going to go in this next movie, is because of what happened to Dewey. Does she go even colder? Does she become more of a wench? Is she going to be like, I don't take no shit, not going to deal with anybody? I don't know. Or she might be even more humble. It might be her decision to not cover any Ghostface things, and maybe she's having complications with the studio at the morning show, because she doesn't want to cover anything that is Ghostface or Woodsboro related, and maybe they're trying to force her to, or she could lose her job because that's what's hot right now. So yeah, I could actually see her like having more of an arc in Scream 6. But let me ask y'all this: with Dewey not being here and Nev not coming back, so we're getting Kirby back, and I really do think that they should have dropped that Kirby news after this news about Nev Campbell. And I think that Nev Campbell news about her not coming back, I think that's just news to us. I think they've known this for a few months now. It's just they haven't released it yet, and then the cat's out the bag at Monster Palooza. So yeah, with them not coming back, they really should have waited for that Kirby curveball after this. I feel like we got a peak with, Kirby's coming back, and then we got a downfall with Nev Campbell coming back. It wasn't planned like that. You can't really plan for the future too much whenever someone leaks some news, and Nev Campbell herself is the one that leaked it. But it really would have been beneficial to the audience and to the fans that, if Kirby was announced after this news bomb, so my question is now is like, Kirby's coming back and Gail is coming back. Do you think they're both going to survive Scream 6? And if not, which one would you want to go? Which one do you want Ghostface to take out? Which one could you say goodbye to easier? That's what I want to know. Me, I think it's time to let Kirby breathe a little, live a little, and have her arc. Since we're going with new characters and everything, bring her in, and I think it's time for Gail to go. And then maybe you can bring back Nev in the next movie. Even though how much I like Gail, I think it might be time for her to go. I don't want her to be the opening kill, though. Don't do that. Let us live a little bit with her, get more attached to her, and then halfway through or near the end of the movie, then take her out. And then let's get a really sentimental scene where Gail Weathers and Dewey Riley, Gail Riley, and Dewey Riley are laying, tombstones are laid side by side, and our final girl and our ending surviving cast is kind of standing there over their grave at the very end. Like just a small little scene, just to show that they are together, laid to rest. Oh man, getting goosebumps thinking about what they could do and how else are they going to rip our hearts out, right? Kyle says, I just looked it up and they do have a subway station in Montreal, Canada. Okay, cool. Heck yeah. Yeah, they could do a scene like that. I'm pretty sure that they have like a round table of just like, hey, what could we do with Ghostface? What would be a cool scene for our characters to get into that we could write, and we could just do a chase scene there? Because that's one thing we need is a good chase scene, and a subway system would be really cool. And maybe Ghostface does one of them 300 kicks to one of our victims in front of a subway. And maybe that's like, how Ghostface is going to be more brutal. Maybe he's going to get more creative with his kills. Instead of just stabbing somebody, he's going to almost like torture them, like, like Jigsaw style or something. Like, Radio Silence said that Scream 5 he was going to be wielding more than just the knife, and he did with the flamethrower, but that was a stab footage, so he really didn't. So let's see if they stick to their word with this one. That's what I want to know. Denisha, I'm looking forward to seeing Fast and Furious 10. It might be the last one. I hope they bring Paul Walker back by his brother Cody. Yeah. I saw people talk about that, and with his car showing up at the end of the last one. Yeah, I'm really curious. I was not a fan. What was the last one called? Of that, was it Fate of the Furious? I can't remember. But I was not a big fan of that last one. And I was the other ones. Like, I think, I loved Fast and the Furious 5. I like Fast 5. I like Fast and Furious 7. I think 1, 5, and 7 are my favorite Fast and the Furious movies. The only thing I didn't like about 7 was really cool. I really liked everything that they integrated with that one, with the fight scenes and everything. And, even though that's what happened with Paul Walker and everything, like, it was a tragedy, but they did the movie really, really well, even though they did market some of it whenever it came out to DVD and Blu-ray and all that. They like jumped the gun on. I don't know if y'all remember all that, but I was like, felt a little bit distasteful because it was almost like they marketed on his death, and I think that's just distasteful for studios to do that. But I am curious where this one's going to go. I know Jason Momoa is going to be in the new Fast and the Furious. They're going to have to do something with The Rock not being in there, because he did bring a certain flavor to it. But I just was not a fan of this last one. It looked cool. All the marketing looked cool. I was like, yeah, I can get on board with all this crazy stunts and stuff. But I did not care, like the way they played out. It felt, I'm going to go same thing that I had a problem with Jurassic World Dominion. It felt like a Disney movie. I felt like nobody was in harm's way because everyone bounced around like bouncing balls, like it just didn't seem real. But I am curious. I'm always going to watch them. I'm curious how they're going to go with it. Good morning, everyone. Hunting for Entertainment. Good morning, Hunting. What's up? I'm glad you're here. How's your morning going? You want some Scream with your coffee? I don't know if y'all got it. It's a little corny, but instead of cream with your coffee, Scream with your coffee. I'm going to do episodes every morning, Monday through Friday. Hopefully I can do it 5 days a week. If not, forgive me. I will let you know in advance if I can't make one morning, but typically that's what I'm going for, is a Monday through Friday morning show, 10 a.m. to 12 Central Standard Time. So yeah. I'm glad you're here, Hunting. Let's see. Marquise, I wonder if they will have Tara and Sam going to college in New York along with Chad and Mindy. Yeah, I am too. I'm wondering, is that what they're going to do? I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. They're trying to move on with their lives, I still want to have it would still be cool if we still got some like scenes. You know, we don't have to see a bunch of Woodsboro or nothing, but like, like the Meeks mother, Martha Meeks calling Chad and Mindy on the phone, be like, hey, did you get all settled in? Blah, 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 blah. All right, I love y'all. Call me tomorrow, whatever, just to let us know that, hey, Martha's in Woodsboro, her kids are here. And then, maybe Martha bites the dust. Maybe she's our opening kill. Who knows? But just a little bit of back and forth, nothing big serious, but we mainly stay in New York. But I do think that it would be really cool to see this scene with Chad where like we have a camera and we see the football team practicing, and the camera pans back and then Chad comes into focus, and you see Chad on the other side of the fence, looking at him, watching them practice, but he's on crutches, like he's still recovering, or he's got this bad limp, and he's just pondering on that could be him out there, but he can't do it because of that. And we kind of have this emotional attachment, and that's what we need with our new characters. We need this emotional feeling with our characters. We need to care for them to survive. If they're just like another character and they're just supposed to die, no, now that they survived, and if this is our new cast, we got to care for them. Make us care for them. Okay, they're not just another character, but making us care for them. Also, whenever it's time to say goodbye, it's going to rip our heart out. That's the point of the Scream movies. It's kill your darlings. It's like The Walking Dead. It's about getting connected to a character and then just killing them off, which sucks because they kill off our favorite characters. Let's see, Kyle. Downtown Montreal looks very similar to Manhattan. I just don't think they will have Times Square with the huge LED screens. I don't either. If they do, it's going to be like a single scene. They're going to do it real quick. It's going to be in the background, or maybe it's digitally put in. I don't know. But I don't think we're going to be spending a lot of time there or anything. Jacqueline, good morning. Welcome. How you doing, Jackie? Glad you're here. You want some Scream with your coffee? So let's see here. Hunting for Entertainment says Gail will be easier to handle in my opinion, but part of me says risk it all. If Mindy is the killer, have a huge interaction between her and Kirby, whereas a past victim, she just doesn't trust Mindy. Yeah, hey, that's really that is going to be really cool, because I would like to see a scene where Mindy and Kirby are kind of testing each other's knowledge and also sizing each other up a little bit, like and it would be really cool if like that's part of the whole thing is what if Mindy was a killer, and what if she got away with it in the last movie? Because I kept thinking, like, at the end of Scream 5, you have Mindy sitting there. It didn't look like she was down and out, but she didn't help out at all. Like, yeah, Ghostface attacked her, and she was trying to fight her off. But then everything else that was happening, I was just like, Mindy's just laying over there, not doing anything. She's just playing. She's playing possum. Mindy's playing possum. Or maybe she is innocent, But that would be really cool to have a killer that was in a past movie come back and be a killer, one of the killers in the next movie. I do like that idea. I do want to see that. And then, that could even, Chad being like, what? Are you serious? Like, and then maybe Kirby. It could be Kirby, Sam, Tara, and Chad could be our like surviving cast for the movie after this one. So yeah, I like that idea. I like the way you think, Hunting. Let's see. What's up, Michael Joe? Michael Joe in the house. You got 2 first names. Ain't that cool? Ain't that some shit? That's pretty cool, man. Glad you're here. You want some Scream with your coffee? Welcome. Let's see. Doing good. Just waking up after last night's stream, working with I shot him. Oh yeah, I shot him 6 times. Yeah, great stuff, man. Great stuff. I'm gonna do some more night streams. Probably on the weekends. I can usually do night streams, Friday, Saturday night mainly. During the week, it's kind of difficult. I don't know if I told everyone, but I'm in the process of selling my house. Close on July 8th. I'm moving, and I got a lot of stuff I'm doing right now. So yeah, I'm just real busy. Seems like morning times are the best times for me at this moment. So yeah, but more night streams will be in the near future. Uh, let's see here. Marquise, what if Kirby is the mayor of New York? I don't know. I doubt that, but it would be kind of interesting though. I don't know about Kirby being the mayor. I could see her possibly being like a part of like a support group, like a help center, or maybe she's even like a professor at the college that, Tara, Chad, and Mindy are going to attending. But as far as the mayor, I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. I think I could see Gail being more of a mayor at this point than Kirby, but I don't know. I don't know. I just want to know, like, isn't with them bringing, this is my question, is with bringing Kirby back and having our cast in New York, and if Kirby is with our new cast, what are the coincidences that they moved to the same place? You know what I'm saying? They moved out of Woodsboro, and all of them are in New York, even Kirby. So yeah, they're gonna have to make that make sense, not just a coincidence. Maybe Sam. I could see, like, let's say that Mindy, Tara, and Chad are attending school at whatever school they're at, and there's a killing that occurs. Sam gets on alert. She's worried about Tara. She's living in the city because she's keeping an eye on Tara, but we also remember how Sam was, so she's still struggling. She's still kind of seeing Billy Loomis a little bit, and she's struggling with this, like, this not evil. I guess you could call it evil, like this urge to, hurt something. I don't know how they're going to go about it, but I could see, like, Sam searching for more people that's been a survivor of Ghostface, because she's not getting any help from the law. She's not getting any help from anybody. Nobody's really taking her serious because this is New York. And then maybe the law is like, that was Woodsboro, things like that. Well, I mean, there is crime in New York, but you know what I'm saying? Like they just kind of shrub it off like, hey, that we can't really say this is a Ghostface killing that was down in Woodsboro. We can't rule it out as that right now. So she can't get help from the law. So she searches for, like, Woodsboro survivors or Ghostface killings. And Sam finds Kirby, and then they team up together, and that brings Kirby into it. I could see something like that. But as far as, like, just Kirby being in New York with our other crew, I feel like it's forced writing, and they gotta make it make sense. Good morning, Maverick. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad you're here. How you doing today? Michael Joe. I'm looking forward to Scream 6. Me too. Hey, did y'all see that, like, some articles were saying that they're calling it Scream 666? I think that's horrible. Like, that better not be it. Like I know it was kind of like just kind of like an idea, but honestly, what do you want the sequel to be called? Do you want it to be called Scream 6? Do you want it to be called Scream 666? Or do you want it to be called Scream 2? I know a lot of people are concerned about it being called Scream 2 at this point, because and they're going to follow a lot of the same beats as the Scream 2, which they better not do it. Like, don't make a Derek character. Some people have been talking about that. Don't do the similar tropes. Don't make, because Scream 5 felt like, the first Scream a little bit in some ways. And then, don't make this next sequel feel like Scream 2. I just think that's a bad idea. Go in its own direction. I really think that if they call it anything, call it Scream the sequel, or something like that. Like don't put a number on it. Don't even make it, I don't know, call it Scream Kills. No, they shouldn't do that. I was just kidding, just kidding. But what do you want to? I want to hear some good names that you think that would be good for Scream. Uh, put them in the comment section. Let's see here. I want to see Ghostface use different weapons in Scream 6. He needs new weapons to use. Yes, Michael Joe, you were there. You were there, man. And with it being the most brutal Ghostface ever, from what they're trying to say, then that's a possibility. I really think that would be really cool if even if we don't use weapons, it can still be like a creative kill. Like, do you remember the movie Urban Legend, like Urban Legend or Urban Legend: The Final Cut or something like that? Like there was one kill which it isn't a great movie, but Urban Legend: The Final Cut. There was that one kill that I always thought that was real creative, where the girl's in the bath and her kidney's been removed, and the killer's like over there in the other room, and she tries to climb out the window, and he grabs her by the legs, and she's struggling with them, while she's hanging out halfway out the window, and then she grabs the glass, and she actually breaks it, and then her head gets underneath the glass, and then he grabs the window, and he just I always thought that was a really cool kill, and I was like, oh yeah, that would be cool to see in a Scream movie, like kills like that, like environmental kills. It doesn't really have to be different weapons, which would be okay in my opinion as well, but let's see some environmental kills, like we said about the subway thing, like Ghostface doing a 300 kick to one of his victims in front of a subway, and like plow, and we just see someone get just like exploded like Final Destination style. Yeah. But you're in the right direction. I like where your head's at, Michael Joe. Marquise, yeah, I love that and agree. Bringing Kirby and reasoning has to make sense to every fan of Scream. Yeah, it can't just be like, oh, Kirby's here. Oh, isn't this a coincidence? Kirby's here. There's got to be some type of an event. There's got to be something going on that brings the surviving Woodsboro crew back together. And the only thing that I feel like that could do that is Sam going to get Kirby or looking for guidance or advice or something, and she decides to tag along. That's what I see going. That's how I would write it, at least if we were going this way. So, or she could be a professor at the college that they're going to, or something. Or maybe they're having like this big event, like maybe Gail Weathers, maybe her studio is forcing her to put these Woodsboro survivors together and having this big conversation on live TV, or just making an episode or something. And Kirby is a part of that. And that's what brings everybody to Woodsboro. I mean, to New York is everybody is getting together for this show, and then stuff happens. And then, Mindy, Chad, and Tara is going to school, on the other side of the city, and it's just kind of like, oh, this is happening again, and now and now it's gotten out like on live TV, like, oh no, this is spread like wildfire, this is happening again. So yeah, just have a better motive. Let's have a better motive. Hunting for Entertainment says, with the news fan from the photos I saw, what if in the opening on live TV, Gail gets a call taunting her, which then leads to Joel returning. He brings Kirby to New York due to request by Gail. Yeah, I do want to see the return of Joel. I do, Hunting. I want to see the return of Joel. I could see, and I don't know about Joel bringing Kirby back, because I don't see how they would know each other. But I mean, yeah, Gail could request that, but I could see more of Gail, like, if she's struggling with her news crew and she's not wanting to cover these stories and everything because it's really messing with her, because she's reminiscing on Dewey's and all that. And maybe we get like this emotional scene with Gail, like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. And her studio's like forcing her to do this. And maybe she's like, I'm going to investigate things on my own. And we see Joel there as one of the cameramen on the set, and she's like, Joel, I need you to go with me. You've been through this with me before. I need your help. And he's like, no, 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 I can't do this, Gail. And she's like, you're the only one I can trust. And he decides to accompany her, and they become like a duo pair of investigating stuff. So I could see that. Just that's the question, is how is Kirby going to play into this? Like, do not bring her back just to kill her off, especially not in the opening. But Kirby and Joel, that's the one thing that can get us fans excited about Scream 6 is bringing back past characters that we do love. You know, you're going to take away some of our characters that we do love. We'll bring back the ones that we miss that we always loved, you know? Joel, Kirby, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, if y'all haven't hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. It helps this video out a lot. So yeah, if you could do that for me, that would be tremendous, because we are going to start doing episodes regularly every morning, Monday through Friday. And yeah, so this is first many to come. So yeah, Marquise, so please smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Marquise, Scream the sequel or Scream Part 2? I could, you know, Marquise, Scream Part 2 really wouldn't bother me. You know, don't call it Scream 2, but Scream Part 2 would not bother me at all. I still think they're going to hammer down on this requel idea. You know, I don't see a lot of people still talking about it. You know, that's the thing nowadays is requels. You know, reboots, requels, remakes. We did all that. You know, Scream 4 was about remakes and reboots and all that kind of stuff. Well, now we're in the requel realm. The requel realm. I like the way that sounds. All right, I'm going to go with that. The requel realm. So I really think that they are going to hammer down on this whole thing of requels. I really think the Stab universe, the Stab films, are going to get requeled. I think that would make sense in my eyes for the Stab films to really just hammer down on the requel idea and bring like that's the idea. I really think that like Richie and Amber's idea was that all the other sequels sucked balls. That's what he said. I'm just quoting what Richie said. So, and I think they're gonna see that with Richie and Amber deciding to make their own movie, now they're turning Richie and Amber's thing into a requel of the, you know, like a direct sequel to Stab, the first film from Stab 1, or maybe from Stab 3. Maybe it's going to be the Part 4 Stab. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're going to stay on track like that, and they're going to get rid of all the other sequels, and then we'll see like Stab characters like in like remember how Scream 3 was whenever we saw like an actor's version of Dewey or Gail or Sydney and all that kind of stuff. I think we might see that for what happened in Scream 5. Like we might see someone that's the character Richie and Amber and all these other characters. And we might see some big name, you know, we might not see any interaction with that person, but we might see like on a poster, on a billboard or something like that of someone that supposedly is playing Richie. They're like, oh, you got that guy to play Richie. You got that girl to play Amber. You know, I think we might see something like that. You know, I think that would be really cool and keep it a little meta. I always thought it would have been a really cool idea if they were making a requel to Stab of the events of what happened in Scream 5 with Amber and Richie. It's kind of confusing. I know. I hope y'all are staying with me here. But if they were like doing like making a movie within a movie thing, but in the town of Woodsboro, and killings started happening, you know, and they still could be doing that in the middle of this movie. That could be what's going on down in Woodsboro, but they're up here in New York and they think they're safe, but little do they know they are not. Killjoy Jake's in the house. What's up, buddy? Please, cream in my coffee. I mean, scream. There you go. Yeah. You want some scream with your coffee, Killjoy Jake? It's always good in the morning. Always. Let's start this morning off on the right foot. And what better way to do it than talk about some Scream? I'm glad you're here, Jake. Jake's got a great channel. Go check him out. One of the best in our community, one of the best on YouTube. Really great stuff over there. So yeah, welcome, Killjoy Jake. I like Scary's in the house. What's up, man? Stopping by to show my support. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Really great channel as well. If y'all haven't checked out I Like Scary, really great content over there. Great Scream, Halloween news, all that good stuff. Anything horror, go sub to Killjoy Jake and I Like Scary. They're both great stuff. Appreciate the support, guys. Appreciate it. Necessary, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Glad you're here. You want some Scream with your coffee? Hunting for entertainment. I say call it Ghostface. I don't know why, but I think it would work. What you mean, like the title, the Scream? Just call it Scream Ghostface. Saying like that, or you just want to call it just Ghostface as the title? You want Scream with Ghostface, or just call it Ghostface? Ghostface in New York. Ghostface takes Manhattan. Kyle, if they can use CGI to input screens downtown, I'm all for it, but I hope they don't overdo it or cost too much. Yeah, if it costs way too much, if they're going to spend a lot of their budget for some of these shots of being like Times Square or wherever they're going to do some of these scenes, like I say, I'd rather it not be there. I say all we need is maybe Tara, Mindy, and Chad. We see them together in college, and then maybe Sam shows up and meets Tara, and it's like, you know, and Tara being like, why are you here? You know, maybe there's still like this almost like maybe a little bit of friction there, you know, I don't know, just the events. Maybe Tara's like, I got to leave this behind, and maybe she looks at it as anything Woodsboro, anything about her sister, or anything like that. Maybe there's still a little bit of tension, or maybe they're more connected, because it did show at the end of Scream 5 that like they're holding hands, and she's not ever going to leave her again. So Sam's like watching over her, and maybe they just go out to eat, you know, do a sister's day out and go shopping and go out to eat or something, and we just see them like crossing the street, and we kind of get the feel of the New York setting. And that's it. That's all we need. We don't need to overstay our welcome downtown. You know, we don't need that. Yeah, especially if it's way too costly. Yeah. F a bunch of that. We don't need that. Let's see here. Mega Giants, Destination Station. Would you like to see Kirby receive a phone call from Ghostface thinking it's Tara or Sam, but it turns out to be Ghostface, which leads to an epic chase scene? I think a great chase scene with Kirby would be intense. I think it would be so intense because she's back. And if the entire chase scene, we're like, is she going to make it out? Is she going to survive? I don't want Kirby to die in this one. I really think she cannot talk. Sorry, guys. But I really think she should survive. She should survive. Yeah. So yeah, but a good chasing with her would be great. Remember in Scream 4 where Gail Weathers is setting up all her cameras up at the Stabathon and Ghostface shows up behind her? That was an intense scene. That was really well done because we did not know if Gail was going to make it out or not. So have something like that, and then maybe Dermot Mulroney comes in with his Barney Fife-ish presence, if he's going to be our new Dewey-ish type character, and comes and starts shooting at Ghostface, and he runs off or something. So yeah, just don't kill Kirby. You know, if they kill Kirby, we riot. Jackie, there's a bracket tournament going on Twitter for possible Scream titles. Oh, cool. I need to check that out. Send that to me if you can. I need to check that out. It's going to be really interesting in what they're going to call this film. Really, really interesting. Michael Joe, could Nev have a camera at the end of Scream 6? She could show up in Scream 7. You mean like a cameo? I think that's what you meant to say. I think it's possible. You know, that was the idea, was that they thought that Nev Campbell was going to have a cameo at the end of Scream 6 leading into Scream 7. But from what Jamie Kennedy says over on his channel, is that her role was more significant than a cameo. Like that's what it seems like to me. I mean, I could be looking too much into it, but it seemed like Jamie Kennedy he was like, no, she actually had a significant role in Scream 6, and they did not want to compensate her. Like she is our Scream Queen. She is the Scream Queen. She's our final girl, and I really think that her absence is going to make or break this movie. Like it's not gonna make it, but it could definitely break it. But here's the thing: is if this movie is not good financially, if it's not good financially, they're gonna say, okay, let's bring Nev back for Scream 7. But here's the thing: we all want this movie to be successful, and if it is successful without Nev Campbell, we might not get Nev Campbell back, because now they know they can make a Scream movie without her, which is very, very nervous. It makes me nervous, because it's like the studio could be like, oh, we made all this money and we didn't even have Sidney Prescott in this movie. We can do this without her. So she might not even be back in 7. But if this movie doesn't perform like Scream 5 did, or underperforms or whatever, they might be like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go back to the round table. Let's come up with some ideas, and let's bring Sidney back for Scream 7, and let's market this as the return of Sidney Prescott, finishing what she started. We'll have this whole, final ending. I always said that it'd be really cool to have Stu back, and if Stu is back, maybe there's like this struggle between Sam, Tara, and Stu. I am on the Stu train here, but like it would be really cool if like there's this struggle, there's this fight scene, and maybe Sam's going ham on Stu like she did Richie, and and Stu's laying there, and you think he's dead, and maybe they consider dropping another TV on his head, because he's like right underneath another TV or something. But then Sydney walks over and it's like just shoots him in the forehead, and it's just like boom, just in case, like she did with Mrs. Loomis. I still want Sydney to have that final blow. Like I want her to have that final moment, like wrap it up in a bow, or in a bullet shot. Cameo. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant, man. The Hunting for Entertainment, the YouTube video of the interview on Kirby and Scream 5 is possible. He was the cameraman. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Like with Woodsboro survivors and stuff like that. Maybe there's like this, like, do y'all remember in like the I don't know if y'all watched like the Saw films, Scream, the Jigsaw movies or anything like that, but they had like this like group of like people that survived Jigsaw, and it was like a support group, and then they went into some turmoil. Like it could be something like that. Maybe Kirby's head of something like that. Maybe she's the person that has this group together, and they meet at a church, or they meet at some type of center. Maybe they meet in their apartment. You never know where they're going to hold these kind of things, but that would be kind of cool if Kirby is a part of something like that, like she's running it. Scream 2.0 for a title. I don't know about 2.0. That doesn't get me excited. I don't know. That sounds a little, but I'm not knocking it. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, what Jake says. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. Great guy. Great stuff. Let's see here. Marquise. I honestly can't wait for more news for Scream 6. I just can't wait, but some news can spoil sometimes, definitely with the set photos on Twitter. I just have to be careful. Yeah, it's kind of hard in this day and age not to be spoiled on stuff. That's what pisses me off a little bit. It's like, I want to know, but how do you fight that? How do you fight that within yourself? Especially when you're a content creator. Like, you have to talk about these things, but at the same time, it's like too much, and it's by the time you watch the movie, it's like you're spoiled on everything. like I made videos before Scream 5 came out about, what was that one video I did? What would Randy do? Where it was like, all right, well, let's look at the suspects. And we broke down the trailer and we broke down everything that we knew. And I really think that like Randy was always ahead of his game and really cool. But I picked out point saying this is that I picked out who the killers were. And I think a lot of us did. But we wanted to be surprised, or we wanted there to be that third killer. So, but it just wasn't. It was what it was. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, and it was what it was, or whatever the hell that means. Denisha, hey Dustin, have you seen Prey, aka Predator trailer? It looks amazing. I'm hoping Black Phone and Nope goes to streaming services like HBO Max or Peacock. Yes, I did see Prey. That actually intrigues me. I actually like it. I hope it's good. Was it? I think it comes out like August 5th or 10th or something like that on Hulu. I think that's a great idea. Was not a big fan of that last Predator movie, and I was really excited to see it. But this looks really good. I like the whole, it's like it's all like hunting and it's like the hunters are being the hunted, and it's almost like kind of has that feel of Apocalypto with predators, and I like that. And I hope I might have missed it, but I don't think there was like any pyramids or anything like that in the Prey trailer. But it'd be really cool if like the climax or something, like they get to some pyramids or there's something nearby and there's like this big scene, with the predator and them, and I like it. I like where they're going with it. It's kind of surprising me that they're going to Hulu, but with them not calling it Predator, that's like part of your marketing, right? Just the name alone. So they're calling it Prey. So maybe that's why it's going to Hulu, because they're just trying something different, which it definitely is something different, but with the name too. So maybe this is like a spinoff or its own thing. I don't know, but I am excited for it. And I do want to see Black Phone and Nope. I don't know if they're going to go to HBO Max or Peacock. I have not heard anything about that, but I do want to see both of those. Nope looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Black Phone, I want to see it. I feel like I've seen something like that similar, but I still want to see it. Ethan Hawke's awesome. Good morning, Destin. What's up, Necessary? Good morning to you too. Glad you're here. You want some Scream with your coffee? Hunting said just the title is Ghostface. Okay. I mean, it could work. I mean, think about it, because like I've always said, like this whole thing, like how like the Friday the 13th movie is under all this like tension, like all these lawsuits going on, and they don't really know, because like now it's like someone has the rights to the title Friday the 13th and that original backstory of Jason and his mother, Mrs. Voorhees, and all that kind of stuff. So if they bring Jason back and they decide to remake it or reboot it or however they want to do it, they can't use the title Friday the 13th, but they can use the masked Jason version of Jason Voorhees. I don't think he can use, I'm not sure if they can use Sackhead Jason or not, but they can't use the little boy version. I don't know. I don't really know how that works, but you can't use Mrs. Loomis. You can't use that story, and you can't use the title Friday the 13th, but you can still use that version of Jason Voorhees with the mask. And I say that they're still in a safe zone with that idea, because all you got to do is put that mask on a poster and put Jason at the top of it. They did it with Jason X, you don't need Friday the 13th on it. They could do their own thing with Friday the 13th over here with, like the prequel of Jason Voorhees, and they could just do like, young Jason, Sackhead Jason, whatever they have the rights to over there with his mom. And they could do like a series or something over here, something small. But then theatrically, we could get Jason, just the movie Jason, and that's all we knew. We know that that's Jason. We're gonna go see it. It doesn't have to have the name Friday the 13th, So using the name Ghostface is a little different, but it could work. It could work, but Scream Scream really screams at me. So yeah, I hope they do stick with Scream. But yeah, I see where you're going with that though, Hunting. Not a bad idea. If they lose the rights or something, they could still just say call it Ghostface. There you go. Let's see. Catching up on the chat. Michael Joe, do you think they will go to the cemetery and Stu Tombstone? I don't. I don't know. No, I don't, because I still think Stu's alive. I think Stu is still alive. If they do go to his tombstone, it's going to be after he gets killed, because I still don't think he's dead. So yeah. Denisha, Destin did hear from the Beyond the Mask that their cast member added to Scream 6 film. I did see something. No, I guess I missed that. I guess I missed that. Who's the cast member? Who else is it? I heard some rumblings about like a Derek type character being added to the cast, and I wasn't sure how true it was. And it's kind of fishy out there, because I also saw some people were sending me some stuff about Jill Roberts dropping out of Scream 6 because of the Nev Campbell deal. And I was like, what? And then which was fake. And then the actor who played her boyfriend in the movie, his name's escaping me right now. I'm having a brain fart. Excuse me. Need more coffee. More Scream in my coffee, please. I need to get a Scream coffee cup. But they said that he wasn't coming back for Scream 6 as well. What's his name? Not Hunter. What was his name? Damn, I can't think of his name. Someone put in the chat. Jill Roberts' boyfriend in Scream 4. What was his name? Remind me, please. I just cannot think of his name right now. Anyways, they said he wasn't coming back for Scream 6, and I knew when I saw that, I was like, this is bullshit. Like, so I didn't know what was real and what was fake, and until I actually get confirmation, I really don't want to talk about it. So yeah, that's probably why I haven't said anything. Trevor, I can always count on necessary. You're always on point. Trevor, what I say, Hunter? Yeah, Trevor is his name. Yeah, they said that he's not coming. I saw someone sent me some stuff saying like he decided to back out of Scream 6 as well. I was like, what? Okay, this is bullshit. Some baby back bullshit. That's what I was saying. So yeah, so there, you got to be careful. A lot of stuff out there right now. A lot of misinformation. Let's say that. Kyle, I'm upset that there won't be a Dewey funeral. I know there won't be a Dewey funeral. I always thought it would have been cool with Scream 5 if we pick up exactly where we left off from Scream 5. Like they're on their way to a different hospital, because that's what they said at the end of Scream 5, that they were going to go to a different hospital, and maybe it picks up there, and then there's an opening kill or something. There's an opening situation, or maybe that's how the mother to the Carpenter sisters, she comes into play, because she's like, I had to get back to Woodsboro to help out my daughters or whatever. And I really think she's probably going to play a role in this. I don't see how like all this stuff is going on and their mom just wasn't here, didn't come back or anything like that. So yeah, someone's going to play her, and I think we're going to get more of a backstory of what actually happened with Tara's dad, with him leaving. He's just missing, or he just left them. I think there's more to it than that. But with Dewey, man, I don't know. I mean, they should have done like a funeral scene. It would be really cool if like the movie opens up exactly after, the events of Scream 5, and like maybe there's an opening kill, maybe it leads into something, but then we see the aftermath and we see Dewey's funeral, and then we have all our characters there, and they're just like, what are you gonna do? Maybe they're meeting up after Dewey's funeral and being like, I'm gonna move on with my life. I'm gonna get the fuck out of Woodsboro. you know, and then we do like a little time jump, like 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and now we're in New York City. You know what I'm saying? And then so we're playing catch up at that point. So yeah, it would be very respectful to have a Dewey funeral scene for sure. At least see his tombstone. Jackie sent you the link on Instagram. I think it's on, but it's interesting to see the title ideas. Okay, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out after the stream. Nice. Looking forward to that. Michael Joe, can't wait for Black Phone and Nope. Nope. Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing how that's going to play out. Are we actually going to be able to see the aliens in Nope? Like, you know, I think it's a really cool idea. It seems like it's a little tongue-in-cheek. I want it to be a little bit more tense. I'm sure it's going to have its tense moments, but it looks nuts, but it looks fun. And I like movies like that where it's like a low setting, like you're secluded, you know. I like those type of movies. So I want to see the alien, and I hope the alien doesn't look stupid. Don't have the aliens coming out and looking exactly like us or something like that, you know, like on Us, like the aliens are us or we're the aliens, you know, or something, whatever. Prey is a prequel. Yeah. Prey is a prequel. That's what I figured, but I feel like they just need to call it like Predator and then call it Prey, you know, or something. They need to market with that Predator name. I just feel like that's a missed opportunity. Yes, please, some Scream with my coffee. You got it. You got it, Necessary. You got it this morning. Let's start this day off right. Destin, don't forget to have me on. Oh, I won't. I got you. I got you. I'm on the PS5. You see it right back there. If I can keep my son off of it enough. Like every time I turn around, he wants to play Spider-Man. But yeah, I definitely will do that. Let's say Jen's in the house. What is up, Jen? Why would all these dead characters come back? Which characters? Which characters are you talking about dead? They never do funerals in Scream. Yeah, they don't. They did in like Nightmare on Elm Street movies and stuff like that. Like, you know, just small little things, especially in like Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I think it would just, for our OG cast, I feel like that's respectful, like at least just for them. We don't have to spend a lot of time, but we could just have like a camera panning over and we just know it's Dewey's funeral or something, and then we just cut to our characters later on in the day, you know. Just something simple. Not for everybody else, but just for Dewey. Do it for Dewey. Do it for Dewey. Kyle, I've never understood the Jill return. Please keep her dead. She got really messed up in 4. There's no way. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just not, you know, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while now, you know, also like this stream, kill that like button, y'all, if you haven't already. Helps this stream out a lot, and it'll help out our streams in the future. So yeah. But yeah, Jill return. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you all know I'm not the biggest fan of Scream 4. I'm just not. I really think that it underperformed for a reason. Yes, there wasn't as much marketing and stuff like that. Maybe there wasn't enough absence between 3 and 4. I don't know, which I think there was. But maybe just some people just won't accept that Scream 4 was just not what fans wanted. It's not what it might be acceptable with, like bringing in a new audience. I think that's what the idea was. It was trying to appeal to old audiences and new audiences, but I felt like it appealed more to new audiences. It did not feel like a Scream movie to me. I mean, it did in some aspects, but I'm saying like Ghostface did not sound like Ghostface. There's something up with the audio, the way he delivered his lines. It just wasn't menacing enough to me. I felt like some of the things like, I'm going to cut your eyelids off, and so you can't blink when I stab you in the face, or whatever the hell he said. I was like, what? Like, I had to think about it, and I was like, that sounds silly. And with that whole glow of the movie, the opening title card with that theme music, you know, it set the tone for the movie. The opening scene set the tone. It wasn't menacing enough. It felt like a CW show with a couple of brutal moments. The but you know, Jill's reveal was shocking. It was shocking. It was cool and shocking. But then when you actually really think about it, Jill kind of got on my nerves a little bit. Like I was like, oh, kind of irritating. You're kind of a little brat. And I'm just like, please just hurry up and die. I don't want to see more of her. She had her time. She had her shine. She's gone. Don't bring her back. We're going in a different direction and let's do that. Like, she had a pretty decent motive, but Jill and Charlie was just, they were too small to do the damage that they did. Do you remember the part where like Charlie like grabbed Sydney and had the knife? He was like struggling, hanging on to her. I was like, man, Sydney would whoop the dog shit out of you right now. Like, sit down, little boy. That's what I wanted to say. And same thing with Jill, you know, like they were too small. Like the Ghostface, whoever would, the actor behind, you know, the stunt double in the Ghostface costume was way taller than our main characters. Like, we at least needed one character to be as tall as the Ghostface killer, you know, like, and the fuck you Bruce Willis moment, I was just like, that's it, I'm done. You know, had some cool moments. Olivia's death was cool. The stab-a-thon was kind of cool. Kirby was awesome, and that was about it. That was about it. Like everything else, like even it just, I don't know, like nothing in that movie scared me at all. Period. It just nothing kept me on the edge of my seat except for that one moment with Gail Weathers setting up. I really thought she was about to be a goner, and that was the only reason why I thought she was going to be dead. You know, like Dewey coming in, being a horrible shot, like most cops are in horror movies. That was the only tense moment. But once you realized she was safe, it was just kind of like, I don't know. I felt like it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. Mega Giants, Destination Station. What's your dream scenario for Scream 6 opening scene? Ooh, let me think about that. I would like to see, honestly, I would like to see us. I would like to see like maybe our characters like getting settled in their dorm room. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to see them all like getting like setting up in their dorm room, and like Mindy calls. Mindy gets a phone call, or Chad gets a phone call, and they pick it up, and it's Martha Meeks, and she's like, "Hey, did you get all settled in?" And then we kind of transition to Martha being back in Woodsboro in her house, and like, "Yes, Mom, we're here, we're good, we're okay." Okay, well, I just want to, you know, while they're on the phone, you kind of hear something like a noise, or she sees a back door open or a back window open or something like that. So then you're starting to get this eerie feeling, like, and like they're like, "Mom, you all right?" And she's like, yeah, just, you know, just locking up, you know, locking up the house, walking around and stuff like that. And it's like, all right, well, and then like they get off the phone, but the camera kind of transitions to Martha Meeks, because it kind of made it seem like, you know, we were about to get Mindy or Chad being the opening kill. But then once the phone call happens, we transition to Martha Meeks, and then Martha Meeks actually gets killed by Ghostface down in Woodsboro. And so maybe that's why in New York, they still think that they're safe, because they think a killing happened in Woodsboro. It's not going to happen up here, you know, or something. So I would like to see something like that. Or maybe have an opening kill to where they're all getting settled in at college and in the dorms, and Martha Meeks is there with them, and she's making sure that they're all okay. And then on the way out, when Martha's leaving to get to her car, or maybe on the drive home, and there's like, you know, she gets stopped by a train, or she gets stopped by wherever, or she breaks down, whatever the case. I really think that Martha Meeks would be a great opening kill to the Scream franchise. You know, she's not like an OG character, really, not like a main OG character, but she's connected. And I really think that with reintroducing her, I don't really think she needs to stay her welcome very much. I think that I think it's time for her to go. I think she'd be a great opening kill, and that would get our characters back on the level of alertness. You know, like our mom just died. You know, I can't believe this is happening again. Well, you know, how do you know it's connected to us? You know, maybe this was just a coincidence. Maybe this was just an accident. And then but they deep down, they all know, no, it's not. This is serious. This is about us again. And then you could lead into something like if we ever go back to Woodsboro, like Chad or Mindy inheriting the Meeks house, you know, maybe they have to go back down there to get the property, and then stuff happens then. That could be another sequel, you know, in the future. So that's what I think. I think the opening scene needs to be Martha Meeks in some way, shape, or form. I think she'd be a good opening kill. I mean, it's somebody that we're connected to, we've seen before, but she's not like somebody that needs to overstay her welcome. Final Destination is coming to HBO Max. Can't wait. Are you talking about a new one? A new Final Destination? Or are you talking about the original? Man, that first Final Destination is awesome. With Devon Sawa, man, you know, I met Devon Sawa not too long ago, and I had him FaceTime my wife because she had like a big crush on him growing up. And so whenever I saw him, you know, we were talking, and I was like, look, can you do me a favor? Like, my wife couldn't be here today. Let's just surprise her. Let's FaceTime her real quick. He's like, man, yeah. So we did, and really surprised her. But like, I even said to Devon Sawa, you know, he's got that Chucky series going on, and he just got signed on to be in the season 2, but he's going to play a different character because his characters died in the first season. But if they brought back Final Destination, bring back Devon Sawa. We never saw him die on screen. Maybe they can retcon that a little bit. But his addition, like being a final dude, was pretty cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Final Destination doesn't get enough love. I'm ready for it to come back. I think we've had our absence from it. Don't make these goofy over the you know, like over CGI it and make it real cartoony or anything like that. Don't mess with the 3D stuff or anything. Let's go back to basics with Final Destination. Because if you remember correctly, in Final Destination, the first film, that shadowy figure that would go across like the wall, or you know, like a window or something, it was like death was around them, you know, before something happened. So it was like death actually was killing them in some way, that he was orchestrating it, you know. That was a really cool and creepy idea. It was almost like a supernatural like presence there. But they never went with that in the next in the other sequels. I was like, man, bring that back, you know. So yeah. Anyways, Michael Joe, are you talking about a new Final Destination? Is that where they're going with? They're going to put it on HBO Max, or are you talking about just the original Final Destination? Let me know. Jill and Trevor, yeah, I never bought their relationship. Didn't care. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. That Jill and Trevor was not Sydney and Billy. Just was not. And you know, another thing about Scream 4, talking about that for a second, I think what that movie had lacking for it was the editor. It was a different editor. Patrick Lussier, however you pronounce his last name. I might be butchering it. But you could always tell, like, I was like, okay, like someone's got a different editor. They cut out some stuff that they shouldn't have cut out, like the whole, I like the alternate opening of Scream 4 that they should have kept. I don't know. It didn't feel right. I was really, honestly, I love Wes Craven. I love him. He's the GOAT. And Kevin Williamson, really great writer. But I was really surprised when watching Scream 4. I was like, really surprised that this was a Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson film. I was like, this does not feel like the other ones. Like, I just feel like a lot of people had issues with Scream 3 having too much comedy, and that's why a lot of people, you know, gave it such a low rating and all that kind of stuff. But I was like, the same people that like Scream 4 are bagging on Scream 3, and I'm like, have you seen Scream 4? Do you remember all the comedy? It was borderline scary movie parody type stuff with a couple of cool scenes and one cool new character. So yeah, they focused on things that they shouldn't have focused on. I don't know. I just did not care about any of the characters in Scream 4 except for Kirby and our OG cast. Marquise, have you heard Jeepers Creepers Reborn might not happen because of a lawsuit? I did hear something like that. Wow, because we've been waiting for this movie for a while now. It's done, or it's almost done, or something. I've seen the trailer. I've covered it a couple times on my channel. I didn't really have high hopes for it because they got a new creeper. So I don't think Jonathan Breck is playing the creeper. But, you know, I am interested in what they were going to do with it. It looked like it was going to have like a secluded setting, like they were like out in the middle of nowhere and they're like in this house and like a farmhouse. It looked like it was ran down, look like a crack house, really. It was a creeper house. But dang, yeah, that sucks. What's the lawsuit about? Let me know, Marquise. Give me more details on that. I guess I heard something about that it might not be coming out on time, but I didn't know much more. I didn't dig into it more than that. The cast member Ross Lynch, I'm hearing that he. Oh, okay, cool. Is that who's supposed to be the Derek-esque character? Is that supposed to be who a lot of people are assuming that like Derek, like supposed to be playing that Derek character or something? Maybe to Tara or Sam, I don't know. Jim Warner, I am not a fan of 4 either. Yeah, see, we think alike. We think alike. You know what's up, Jim? Yeah, 4 is just. I mean, like, there's no bad Scream sequel. There's no bad Scream movie at all. We can all agree on that. But I mean, in my ranking, it was always in the order they came out until Scream 5 came out. It was I liked 1, 2, 3, and 4. It was like exactly in the same order. And then 5 came out, and at first I thought it was my second favorite of Scream in the franchise, like Scream 1 and then Scream 5. But after rewatching everything and kind of really thinking about it and the characters and everything, I think it's Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 5, then Scream 3, and Scream 4. That's the way it, and that's kind of like that's what Nev Campbell also. That's her ranking. When we went back to Texas Frightmare, I made a video on it, and I was in the Scream panel. And that's in the video as well for Texas Frightmare, and that was her ranking as well. Was Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 5, Scream 3, and Scream 4. And I was like, you know, I have to agree after rewatching the entire franchise. Like, I do think Scream 2 also has some issues, like as far as like peaks and valleys, like as far as the flow of that movie. Like, there's a part where like you never know what time of day it is or what day it is. Are we in the same day? Are we in tomorrow? There's like this, like right after Randy's death, I feel like there's like some editing jumping around that's kind of confuses you, you know? And I'm not a big fan of that whole Sydney being in the play thing. I wasn't a big fan of that scene. I thought that was a little bit of a stretch. But it was kind of cool. I mean, it didn't bother me too much, but it was just kind of like with everything going on, I just felt like she would be like, hell no, I'm not going to do this. No professor's going to force me to be in this or anything like that. I don't know. It just, there's something off there, you know? But I have to say Scream 2 does have a special place in my heart. I remember being in the theater at Scream 2. And I remember just being so damn excited for this movie. And it's great. It's great. That's one thing we can say is that the Scream franchise has been consistent, and I hope they stay that way. Where was I in the damn chat? Michael Joe, I love 4 that Olivia death was insane. Yeah, that was a good scene. I have to say the way that was written and the way that played out was really cool. I will give you that. I like that one scene. But I feel like the cons outweigh the pros for me. I'm sorry, Michael Joe, but I'm glad you love it, dude. I'm glad you love it because there's a lot of fans out there that's like their second favorite, like, you know, and I understand. I don't know, something about it just didn't grasp to me. Maybe I need to rewatch it, but I did rewatch it a couple months ago and I just still felt the same. And even my like other people that I've gotten to watch it, you know, like a lot of people, like friends and family and stuff like that hasn't ever seen any of the sequels or can't remember many of the sequels. They remember the first film, but I've gotten them to like do like a watch party and watch throughout the movies, and they even feel the same way. So maybe it's just my age range of people from like that grew up with the Scream movies. Maybe they just felt like 4 didn't resonate with them as much as the others. Maybe it's that. I don't know. But I mean, even Craven, something scary. He loves Scream 4, and that's one thing we don't agree on. But you know, I like it. I just don't love it. But I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you love it. Michelangelo. Michelangelo. Angel Joe. Marquise. I also heard Denisha Lane and Miranda Cosgrove was supposed to be the opening. What? What? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't think anyone knows right now. I know Beyond the Mask, he gets some scoops on some stuff. He gets some scoops on some stuff that I don't know where he's getting his info at, but man, a lot of it's correct. But yeah, great channel over there. I don't know if anyone knows what the opening scene is going to be, the opening kill or anything. So, Jen, there's a serious problem with the filming location with being NYC. There is no graffiti. Yeah, you're right. Where's all the graffiti? Maybe they can do a scene like down in the subway or something. You know, we were talking about earlier on the stream. I don't know if you were here, Jen, but like a kill scene like down the subway. Maybe they'll have some graffiti down there. Maybe they can build a set, you know, and then Ghostface can do one of them 300 kicks in front of to his victim in front of one of the subways, and character can just explode, you know, like Final Destination style. Kyle Brennan, your ranking is 1, 2, 3, 5, and 4. So you do like 5 over 4. That's good. I mean, that's a fair ranking in my opinion. Yeah, I definitely like 5 over 4 for sure. Definitely. I shot him 6 times. Destination Station, Jeepers Creepers new creators are in a property fraud lawsuit set. Oh, according to what I'm reading, they made this movie without his consent. Oh, shit. I had no idea. Fuck that guy. That's crazy that they would be ballsy enough to start filming without his consent or anything on his property. That's crazy. Because you would think that if you're a filmmaker or something like that, like you and if you don't have the rights to something, or maybe the studio does, and but Victor Salva's been the creator of the Creepers, so I mean, can you really? So I mean, like he did do good with the first 2 movies, in my opinion. I didn't really care for Jeepers Creepers 3. I thought that was all just, you know, cash grab or just trying to bring it back, and it just wasn't right. I don't know. But with this new one, I was interested in seeing where they were going to go with the Creeper. But with them not getting his consent or having the rights, why the hell would you put yourself in that situation? How can you run away from that? You know what I'm saying? How can you hide your movie from that? So, but Victor Salva, we all, you know, I'm not going to go into it, but he's not a good dude, and fuck that guy. Yeah. But here comes a question: can you ever like separate the art from the artist? Can you do that and still like something? Because you know a lot of people can't. It's hard for me to do it too, even though I am a fan of that first Jeepers Creepers movie. I really do like it. Justin Long really did a good job. I like the way that the Creeper was presented in it. I can kind of, you know, separate the artist from the art, but knowing what I know, I don't want to support any more of his projects going forward. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Did not know that. Thank you for the information. I shot him 6 times. But I hope they win over that, because honestly, at this point, I don't think having Victor Salva, however you pronounce his last name, attached to anything is going to help the movie. I think it's only going to bring it down. I think Silva still owns the rights. I'm reading more into it now. Okay, yeah. Keep me updated on that. That's just crazy that they would go forward with a project like Jeepers Creepers without having the rights or his consent or anything like that. That's nuts. Maybe they got his verbal consent, and then maybe Silva started seeing how well the project was going along, and maybe now he's jealous and he's like, well, hearsay is hearsay, so now I'm just going to go in there and say, no, I never said that, and I'm going to go sue. That could happen. You never know. If it's not in ink, if it's not black and white paper, if it's not written, it never took place. So yeah. I couldn't find myself to put 5 above 3. I feel that. I guess the way I was looking at it is like, I was basing off a lot of different stuff, like the characters, the tone of the movie, the direction of the movie, the kills. Like, I feel like 5's a very easy watch. Like, it goes by really quick, and it's pretty lengthy for a Scream movie, but I feel like it goes by really quick, and I like it. Every time I've watched it several times, and I can't say that about 4 or 3. I can say that about 1 and 2, and now I can say that about 5. But 3 and 4 are like my least watched ones, and there's a reason for that. Like, internally, my mind, me thinking, like, what do I want to watch? What am I willing to watch? And I guess that's how I was ranking it, was like it has to be 1, 2, 5, 3, and 4. Even though I do appreciate 3. The more I watch 3, the more I appreciate it. And I think the lack of quality, don't hate on me here, the lack of quality of Scream 4 makes Scream 3 look really good. I don't know. Maybe it's just that comedy. I don't know. I checked out after that fuck Bruce Willis. And then like the kill of like Jill's mom, like through the mail slot, the knife. I was like, what the piss off. Like, hell no. Like, I don't know. See, it was like a rated R version of a CW show. There, I said it. But anyways, yeah, it is kind of hard, Kyle, putting 5 above 3. I feel you. Marquise, the lawsuit was about married pictures and Infinity Film. First negotiation. Oh, okay. Okay, well, hey, it's in that Friday the 13th realm, huh? So, I mean, honestly, I'm not in any rush to see the new Jeepers Creepers movie. I want to see it. I will see it. But I'm not like eager to get another Jeepers Creepers unless they went in some crazy new direction, or they were rebooting it, or they're finding a way to bring Justin Long back or something. Because I really think that's what made the first one good, is because of his charisma and the way the creeper, like him just being in the distance throwing bodies down. Like, it was almost like, it felt like at the beginning it was like almost like a slasher movie, not a creature feature, and then it turns into that. And then I think the suspense and the buildup and the mystery is what helped Jeepers Creepers. But then once you figure out what Jeepers Creepers is, what the creeper is, the mystery is gone, the suspense is gone, and it's just kind of like a fun ride now. So anyways, long story short, what I'm trying to say is I'm not eager for a new Jeepers Creepers movie. I can wait. I can wait. And I think it needs to go to streaming. I don't think it needs to go to theaters. Where was I? My chat just jumped. Hunting for Entertainment. Your ranking is 1, 4, 5, 3, and 2. Wow. That's crazy. You put 2 last. Why do you put 2 last, Hunting? I'm just curious. I mean, it's crazy that everybody's ranking is different for these films, and it just shows how strong the entire franchise is that everybody has a different opinion on every one of the films. Like, everyone has a different, I mean, everyone can pretty much agree on the first film, it seems like, but as far as the sequels, everyone has a different ranking. which is cool, which is fine. I like that. I like that. Uh, Marquise, short story is Infinity Film still in the rights from Mir. Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Well, let's see. So we might not get this movie for a couple years. So if they don't come to some type of agreement quick. So yeah. Also, guys, if you're just now joining the chat, 'cause I know people are in and out and all that kind of stuff, kill that like button for me. It helps out this channel a lot, helps out this stream, and it'll help out future streams. I'm going to start doing these episode morning live streams. So yeah, in about on the 15th, I can reapply to also be monetized. Right now, I'm not being able to. They're not giving me any reason why I'm not. But they demonetized me. They're saying it's very limited on what they can see on their end, which kind of pisses me off that they won't give me an answer. I have no restrictions. I have no copyright claims. I have nothing, but it's like they just decided to, like their bots or whatever chooses this for them. They just decide to. So I mean, the only way to support my channel now is through Venmo or Cash App or something like that. And I got links to those in my description. But hopefully on the 15th, I can get this squared away. I'm gonna reapply and we can, get some super chats in here and I can start making money again off of YouTube. Like YouTube is just getting really, really greedy. There's so many people on YouTube that are like pissed off at, so many creators pissed off at YouTube right now. And it pisses you off because they don't even give you really a reason half the time. I mean, if they had a reason, I'd say, okay, I understand. I'll change this about my channel. But with them not having any reason whatsoever to demonetize me, and I've reached out to them several times, talked to several people, and they just don't have a reason. They're just saying all you can do is reapply. It's very limited what we can see on this end. And I'm just like, okay, well, you're not telling me what I need to change or what is the issue. As far as I see, I have no copyright claims. Like I have no issues. So you're just making up some baby back bullshit. Like I can't tell them that. They might shut down my channel. But anyways, yeah, hopefully I'll get it squared away in a couple days. So yeah, fingers crossed. Say a little prayer for me. Something. Let's see here. I shot him 6 times. Destination Station, Myriad Pictures. Myriad. How do you pronounce that? Myriad Pictures holds the distribution rights to Jeepers Creepers. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey man, when it comes to a property, that's money maker. They're going to be they want their cut. If they feel like they're getting cut out, they're going to want their cut. I mean, look at it. I mean, like Nev Campbell, she's not getting her cut. She's not getting what she's deserved, so she's just not going to be a part of it. So, you got to stand your ground. You got to draw your line. You got to say, hey, meet me here or I'm not stepping over. Period. What Captain America used to say, when someone tells you to move, you just tell them, no, you move, or whatever the hell he says. I don't know what the fuck he says. That is crazy, doesn't it? Destination, just more shady business done within the business, bud. Yeah, you can always expect that between studios, definitely. Marquise, y'all are talking to each other. Jim Warner, Destination Station, since we cannot give you super chats, what can I do to get you to remove your sunglasses? You have such nice eyes. Oh, that's real sweet. I'll go ahead and remove them now. The only way to support my channel at all is in the description of this stream. It's just Venmo and Cash App right now. I'm going to be working on my Patreon stuff too here soon. I've just had so much going on with getting my house ready. I'm just have to move the destination station, so I might be going to like a virtual background for a short minute until I can get set up in my new place. I'm moving to Texas, so yeah. I might do if you want me to show you what this new background that I have, maybe I'll do it on tomorrow morning stream. I'll play with it and see what y'all think. If you think I should change it around, I can change it any which way you want, but I've kind of been working on like a little background just so I'm prepared from whenever, I don't have this kind of background set up. So yeah, all this stuff is about to get all boxed up and taken down. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and remove my sunglasses now for Jen because she asked, and she was so sweet by saying that. I have blue eyes. Thank you. Let's see here. Y'all are talking to each other. Necessary. Yes, you get that destination station monetize. Yep. Yeah. Thank you. I hope so. I hope this, third time's a charm. I hope so. I'm really I'm not really happy with YouTube right now. I shot him 6 times, destination station. I was just about to ask, why can't I super chat you? That's false advertising because it tells me 1,000 subs, you unlock the YouTube partnership super chat. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is. It's 1,000 subs and so many watch hours. I've reached all my my limits. Like I've done everything. I'm in good standing with everything. Like there's no copyright claims. There's no restrictions. There's nothing. I have met every single goal, and still they won't give me a reason why they demonetize me. It's stupid. It's really dumb. I just want an answer. So yeah. Marquise, I hope you two fix it because that's some complete bull. Once you get the super chat about them. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all's support. Yeah, I don't really even do this for money, y'all. Like, I just like doing this. This is therapeutic for me. Like, this is like my family gets tired of me talking about horror movies and especially Scream, and y'all are my outlet, and y'all are my people. And I look at y'all as family. Like y'all help me get through the day. Like, that's what the point of this stream is let's get our day started on the right foot. Let's talk some Scream. Let's talk some horror. I mean, everybody needs some positivity in their life, and the world is already a shit show, right? So let's make it better together, at least in our community. This is one of the best communities, by the way. Like we have some really, really good people in our community. It's awesome. Oh, thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, if you could share this stream and anywhere and everywhere, that'd be very much appreciated. And I hope y'all are all back tomorrow morning too. Still working on what the title should be. For tomorrow's episode. I'm still thinking I'm going to keep it as you want some Scream with your coffee, but I'm going to call it different episodes every morning. So if y'all want some Halloween news, you want to be more Halloween centered, you want it more Scream centered, you want it to just be overall just horror talk, because we have been a little bit all over the place today. We 75% Scream, but we've talked about Jeepers Creepers, Final Destination, Halloween, like everything. We'll just see where it goes. We'll see where life takes us. You know what I'm saying? Extron Gaming, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. What is up, man? We have a community to talk horror, which is a good thing, because in real life we probably wouldn't be able to do that, right? Because a lot of people don't even look at stuff, like we do. Like, they just look at it as like another movie or another horror sequel or something like that. They don't really get into it the way we are. There's people that talk about the Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or whatever it is, and those are probably great communities too. But and I see why people are so excited about that. But this is our jam. This is what we know. This is what we love, and we have the greatest community on YouTube, in my opinion. I really do, because you talk to some of the Star Wars fans or something like that, they're so toxic, right? They're so toxic. It's crazy. But but some of the nicest people, even some of our villains in the horror community or anything, they're some of the nicest people ever. Like, I met Robert Englund, coolest guy ever. Like he gave me so much dad advice and everything. Like I can't wait to meet him again. And Lance Henriksen. Like they were just amazing. And having that one-on-one moment with Robert Englund for almost 4 hours whenever I was at Texas Frightmare, and I didn't even think I was going to be able to meet him. I've seen him in passing. I've seen him from a distance, but his line kept getting capped off, and I just called it quits. I was just like, oh well, okay, better look next year if he comes next year. And next thing you know, I was like at the hotel bar with my buddy. We were all drinking with Lance Henriksen, and I was so tired because we've been drinking like nonstop and staying up really late every night. And I was like, I think I might just go get some rest because we got to head home in the morning. And it's like an 8-hour drive almost. And next thing you know, Robert Englund just comes up and says, "Hey, care if I pull up a chair right here?" I was like, yes, I care. And no, I don't care. I didn't know what to say. So like he pulled up a chair, and I was like, man, I could never get to meet you. Like this is crazy. You just decided to come sit next to us. And I was like, I didn't think I was going to be able to get the opportunity. He said, "Well, you're getting it now, Destin." And we just talked. We were just in our own world for like 3-4 hours, and everybody, I've talked about it before on my chat, and I know I get giddy about it and everything, but it's just like Freddy was my Batman growing up. Like Freddy Krueger was the shit, in my opinion. That's my guy. So yeah. Hunting for Entertainment. Have you heard about the Wyndham Bray Wyatt horror movie happening soon? Nope. Never heard of that. That's news to me. That is news to me. Let me know. Give me some more details on that. What's it about? And have they already started shooting it? Is it already in production? Kyle Brandon, get it up. How would you like to see Stu return? A lot of people want to see this whole Stu cult thing going on. And it can be a cult. You can call it whatever you want. I don't really want to hear the word cult, the cult of Stu or anything like that. I don't really want to hear I don't really want to see Stu, orchestrating stuff from behind the cell, from his cell, or anything like that. I would like it to be something, with a little bit of exposition, a little bit of back, of a flashback scene. I think that you can write something to where Stu is just missing. He could, a lot of people can think that he's dead, but he's not really dead. I think that the only people that would know that he is still alive is Dewey and Gail. And maybe they never let Sydney know that he was alive so she could live in peace, which never was able to happen because we've seen the sequels. But they had knowledge of him. But there was something there with his parents or with the law so about, you can't mention this. He's changing his name. Like I could see him going into like him playing almost a victimized role with Billy instead of like being the guy that actually killed people in Scream 1. He could, even though if he did kill people in Scream 1 or try to kill people, he could still be with the law and say that he was just Billy's accomplice and he never actually held the knife. He never really killed anybody. He could say Billy did all the dirty work and that he was brainwashed and he was a minor at the time. Maybe they did something to where he changed his name and he could move away. Maybe he's in New York. I don't know. But I do want to have it to where like if he did get incarcerated, he's gotten out within 20-25 years on good behavior. Especially, you can get out, for killing somebody in 20 or 25 years, let alone not killing somebody. If he played the angle of being like brainwashed and just an accomplice and didn't, claim that he didn't kill anybody, he could get out on good behavior and all that kind of stuff and do his time and be out walking the streets. But he kind of goes by a different name because because of the movies, because of the book, they had to change his name because they were worried about his well-being because if they think that he is a killer, they know where he's at or who he is, then then he could be in harm's way. So he had to go on like a witness protection type thing, like being away. But he's still crazy, and over the years, he sees all this recognition that the book has made, and Billy is the quote unquote Woodsboro main killer. Everything's about Billy, 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 and he wants his fame. He wants a part of that cut. You know, he wants his own movie. So now it's like he's at the point to where it's like he doesn't have anything to lose, and he comes back in, and I don't want to see Stu behind bars. Maybe he's staying with his sister, Christina. Is it Christina? No. Fuck. I'm forgetting the name. But apparently his sister was mentioned in Scream 5. Maybe he's staying with her. Maybe he was in the attic the whole time of Amber's attic, and he was just up there like Billy from Black Christmas, you know, and he was kind of orchestrating stuff. A lot of people think that phone call that Richie got was actually Stu on the other end. Maybe he was related to Amber. Maybe that was his niece. Maybe that was somebody, you know, maybe they kept the house in the family. But I think it takes away from like the tension. Like, don't call it the cult of anything. You can assume it's a cult because he has a lot of followers or something like that. But I don't want to see him behind bars or at an insane asylum, like pulling strings and stuff like that. I want him out and about, and I want him to trying to team up with Sam, or maybe try to take out Sam, or like try to orchestrate like maybe he's mad at Sam because, you know, if you really think about it, in Scream 1996, it was obvious that Billy was trying to cut Stu deeper. I don't think Billy wanted Stu to survive, but Stu like was infatuated with Billy in a way. So maybe Stu is stewing on that all these years and being like, man, this guy really tried to kill me. I'm going to try to kill his daughter, or I'm going to try to team up with his daughter. I'm going to try to sabotage his daughter in some way. And then whenever we see that Sam doesn't break and doesn't do what Stu wants her to do, maybe there's this whole fight scene. And I always said it had to be like shot right. Like there's this big fight scene, and you see Sam and Stu going at it, and they're fighting, and the camera's like panning around slowly around the fight, but in the background we see like mirrors, and we see Billy just like nodding at Sam, you know, like taunting her or something. Like, so it's almost like Billy and Stu is fighting in a way. But yeah, if Stu's return, I want just a little bit of exposition. I think with a flashback scene, I think we could do a flashback scene. We can do like a de-aging thing with Matthew Lillard, and he's like flipping the TV off of his head, and he gets up, and he's and you know, you can see all the police lights, and you hear all the sirens and stuff coming up on his property, and he's just kind of like, he's holding his wounds, and he's just like, he goes out the back door. That boom, that's it. He's been missing. Or he had to change his name, got out on good behavior, and he and you know, he's now back. Maybe his movie freak mind has lost its reality button at this point. You know, when you get older, you start not caring as much. You start getting more loonier if you're already got some loony shit going on. So so anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think it just needs to be, I think the less the better. Like, I think we need a flashback of how he survived, but I don't think we need to focus so much on where he's been or what he's been doing, you know, and all this kind of stuff, or orchestrating or setting stuff up. Just a little bit of exposition. We just need to know that he survived, have a little flashback scene, and boom, he's here. He's our new mastermind. I don't know if he'll be on Scream 6, especially him. It kind of worries me now because like he's supporting Neve Campbell, which is great, but he's kind of bashing some stuff, which that's not what you do. If they bring you back to a franchise, you don't want to bash anything. You're going to be happy to be there. So anyways, also let me just say real quick, I'm gonna catch up on this chat real quick. we're actually at the ending right now. I said I was going to do it till about 12 o'clock. I got some stuff coming up. I will be back tomorrow morning. Also, I got a video I'm editing right now that will be up later on today, so check that out. So yeah, I am going to be ending the chat, this stream in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna hurry up with the chat, and then we will pick back up in the morning. All right, and give me some ideas in the comment section. Let me know what you want tomorrow's episode to be called, or you want me to just surprise you. Because this is a group thing. This is a thing. We come together, okay, every morning, and we start our day off right. Put some Scream in our coffee. All right, where was I? Jim Warner, just in case you all did not know, I will be on Craven's live stream for a watch party, Wishmaster June 20. Oh, nice. Yeah, watch parties are always fun. Show him 6 times. Destination Station, right, buddy? Just being able to create content and be creative with creating the content. There is so much you can do with creating art. Yeah, there is. It definitely is. We are the weirdos, Mr. Yeah, we are. Is Freddy Krueger your #1 horror villain? Honestly, it's as far as a villain, yes. I'd have to say yes, because it's not just a guy in a mask. When Freddy's done right, I'm not going to say that I love all the Nightmare sequels or remake or anything like that. But as far as those first 3 movies, yes. Like Nightmare on Elm Street was ahead of its time. Wes Craven always is. Scream is second. I don't know. I go back and forth. I really can't pick which one's first because I love Scream so much. But yes, both of them are neck and neck. I don't know. And they're both Wes Craven, so they're so creative. It's not just a guy in a mask, and at least Ghostface talks and plays with his victims, and Krueger is a person, it's a character. It's not just somebody behind the mask that don't say shit, not hating on Halloween or Friday 13th or anything like that, or any of these other ones. Those are all great in their own ways, but yeah, it's neck and neck, man. If you ask me today, yes. You ask me tomorrow, it might be Scream. You ask me the day after that, it might be a Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger being my favorite horror villain. Yeah, but yeah, Ghostface and Freddy Krueger. That's it. That's my childhood in a bag. The thing is, it's so under wraps. There isn't much news on it, or other than it sets to happen. Me and I Shot Him 6 times. We'll let you know. Yes, please do, Hunting and I Shot Him 6 times. Let me know. Keep me up to date on that. That's crazy. Marquise, hey, I'm back. Someone knocked on my door. So oh, that's okay, Marquise. We are getting ready to wrap it up. I'm closing up in about a couple minutes. So yeah, be back tomorrow morning. Episode 2. Want some Scream with the coffee. So be there. So I look forward to doing these most mornings. So yeah, guys. Leslie, that's it. Hunting. See, I'm not good with names, especially when they're just like said once in a movie or something. Like, I'm not even good with names. I forget what my kids' names are. That's bad, right? But yeah, Leslie Mocker. That's it. He could be staying with her. Who knows? Excuse me. Kyle, would you be down for a 1996 flashback showing how Stu escaped or whatever? They could have some players. Yeah, I just spoke about that, Kyle. Yeah, I do. I think that would be really cool. Nothing real. I don't want to spend a lot of time there, but we can just, make it look like it's Stu Mocker's house being wrecked, and he's de-aged a little bit, and you see him flip the TV off his head, and he stands up, and he's struggling, a little bit, holding his wounds, bloody. And he hears all the police sirens coming up, and he decides to go out the back door, off into the field or something, and then he's just missing, Yes, Leslie. Thank y'all for letting me know. Leslie Marker would be younger than Stu, right? Yes, I would assume. Yeah, I would assume, or maybe they're close to the same age. They could be close to the same age. So yeah, my grocery delivery was left in. Oh, that sucks. Them damn deliveries. Okay, hope you have a great day, Destin. See you tomorrow. Surprise me. Okay, Marquise, we'll do, brother. Glad you're here. See you in the morning. Hunting, have a great day. I saw surprise us. Okay, we'll surprise you. Okay, all right, I will do that. Will do. Cody Ghostface, afternoon, everyone. Afternoon destination. What's up, Cody? I think you might be a little late to the stream. I'm closing up, buddy. I'm closing up. Be here again tomorrow between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time for episode 2, or you can go back and watch this on rewatch. It'll go on rewatch mode here soon. If you're just here, like this video, kill that like button for me before you head out. I really appreciate that. It helps out the stream. It's going to help out future ones. So yeah, glad everybody that is here. Y'all have made my morning. You have started my day off right, and I hope I have started y'all's off right. So yeah, let's keep this going every morning. Have a great day, Destin. Maybe I will see you on place. Yeah, maybe, possibly. I'll check it out here in just a little bit. Definitely. Have a great day, Valerie, Marquise, everybody. Love everybody. Love, peace, and chicken grease. That was pretty lame, right? Cody, I feel like out of all the killers, Freddy actually has an agenda for the reason for killings. He was burned alive by his parents, so he takes his revenge on the kids. Yes, that's one thing. I love it. I love that. He does have more of a motive. And I have an idea for a new Nightmare on Elm Street reboot pitch. I have a Nightmare on Elm Street pitch that I've always wanted to talk about on my channel, and I haven't. Still kind of really in development. I need to really like write this kind of stuff down, but kind of like how I think that they should requel A Nightmare on Elm Street and how to keep Robert Englund in the movie for the new one and bring back a new Freddy. So maybe we'll do that as one of the episodes for a live stream. We'll talk about it. We'll do a Nightmare on Elm Street stream if y'all want to do that, or maybe we'll just dabble it in with some Scream with your coffee. So yeah, I'll see everybody in the morning. Everybody loves everybody. Everybody loves everybody. Good. I'm glad I started your day off right. You enjoy the rest of your day, sir. Shot him 6 times. Destination Station, I actually think Leslie might be older and was out of the house already in 96. If you look at the big board in the kitchen, Stu's parents left a message for Stu only. Yeah, or, Leslie could have been, maybe they realized they did a bang up job with Stu that they had another kid right after. I mean, that's a possibility. Well, I don't know, because her son was older too. So yeah, maybe she's just older. Maybe, I don't know. She could be a prime suspect for the next movie. You can introduce her and show her on screen, and we'll be like, ooh, that's a prime suspect. Ooh, the carpenter's mother's a prime suspect. Ooh, the stepdad that's missing is a prime suspect. So we really don't know which way they're going to go, but then they surprise us with Stu. But would it be a real big surprise at this point? Even though Stu doesn't need to be the only killer. He needs an accomplice. We need 2 or 3 killers. All right. And just make the motive make sense. Don't just, I like fan service. I'm a fan, so service me, but make it make sense. Don't just throw it in there for the sake of throwing it in there. Anyways, guys, this is Destination Station. This is the ending of episode 1. Want some Scream with your coffee. Be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for everybody that has joined me. I very much enjoyed everybody conversing on this whole topic. This is so much fun. I look forward to doing it again tomorrow with you guys. Hope you all can make it. You all have a great day. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.